What's up, guys? DJ Madam AD. New track I'm working on. I started this afternoon, like around 3 p.m. It's now 10:20, like you could tell. And I did some drum work and then a drop. It's still like in baby stages, so I'm still gonna work on it. For you guys to check it out. It's an EDM, but it's not so much so loud or whatever. But I don't know. I'll let you guys check it out. I already have some arrangement going on over here. Do some coloring, and it's gonna be very simple and very cool. So this is what I got so far. I'm gonna start doing some coloring. That's what I got so far. Let me try to work as fast as possible because I don't want to get bored. And I should have done this earlier, but I haven't done it yet. So here we go. Let me bounce all this in place. Replace. And this is the big snare loop. Place. Cut that in half, and I'm going to. Nope, I'm a little short there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's weird. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have it on 6. Okay. So let me see. Okay, got you now. So basically I got 8 bars here, then I got 16 here, and then the drop comes in. So the drop is going to consist of a few things, which is the snare movement. This bad boy right here, that's the rides. I'm definitely going to use this. Take this out. I'm definitely going to use this. I'm going to extend that. Do a rise on a pitch. Starting right there. I'm gonna mute that one. And I'm gonna bring this all the way down. Where's the lead? Group these puppies together. Okay, the first thing is this. Okay, this is the lead bass, which we don't need that. We don't need that right there. Let's bring this over here. See what this is. This is a laser lead. Laser lead. And this is what? Stab. Stab bass. Don't need that there. So we're gonna start with this. And See if we could do some modulation here. So let's record that. Take that out of the way. There it is right there. Mute this for now. Alright, so I want to do a pitch up right there. Yeah, working as fast as possible. Definitely want to cut this out right here. So bring Inspire, pitch up to 15, new magic number. Okay, let's cut this right here. Let's do this again. Glue it up. Go in here. Cut this one off. Turn this, delete all of this. And do the pitch again. To there. The reason why I'm doing the one click, and then I go up here and type 0, and then it brings it down to 0. And it took me a while to figure that out, so I don't know if you guys knew. Yeah, you never know. So it sounds like this. All right, sounds good. See if I bring this in. So good. Let's bring some noise. Some noise build up. Go to Media Bay. Oh, I'm already there. So that would definitely work. Let's bring that in. Don't need to see this. Okay. Move this over. Let's see. Color this yellow because that's in that high range, whatever. Let's bring in a kickstart. I'm gonna put this on 50%, maybe 50, 60 right there. See how that sounds. I only wanted to have like a little bounce, not too much. Cool. Then a big snare, big hit, big impact snare. My EDM collection of so much crap. And where do I have that big EDM? I have something here. That impact sounds kind of cool. Let's bring that in there. Not too happy with that. Just going through my loops, see what I can find. Construction kits, man, they save you a ton of time, and sometimes they just get on your nerves. Construction. What do we have here? When it's not coming up, you just bring it back so it could reload. There you go. Okay, sounds like something. I'm gonna rename this and give it my loops. Yeah. So I like this. I like that right there. Let's bring that in. What are you talking about? Remove. What's going on? What the hell is? Oh. Ah, I was over here. Why I am not getting this stuff again? I don't know. Keep back on. Oh, because I renamed it, so it doesn't like the new name. That's why. So let me go here and then go back. There you go. But I didn't want to put it there. I want to put it right here. Okay, so what do I want? Big hit right there. Let's use this right there. Alright, so some colors real quick. Put this where it's supposed to be. Some more colors. Put this up here. This is a bomb effect. Bomb hit effects. Put that as a green because it's an effect. That's what I do. This is the noise. That's yellow. So far, so good. Okay, so see what this sounds like with some drive. Alright, so I am going to bring in let me take this chord track. I need some real estate here. These two things. I'm going to bring in one knob. Filter things out. Record. There you go. Bring this down. So far, sounds cool. Sounds really cool. Vocals, I like to color them pink for whatever reason. I don't know. That's what I do. Let me hit save. Something else that I want to do here. Let me see. Okay, I want to delete the crap out of this. Put a delay mono Steinberg right here. So it'll be something like Okay, so I'm gonna do it with the mix. Show automation. Are you serious? You can't. It's ridiculous. But I can use this. Oh man, that's horrible. Whatever. So stop there. So. That is not what I want to do. I think I want to do it with a reverb. Roomworks might work better. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah. Come on. It's one thing I love about Ableton is whatever parameter you touch, that's the one that it shows you right there, which I think is really cool. Do I think Ableton sounds better? Nope. That's why I use this Steinberg DAW. So this is the effect that I was looking for. That big reverb. Bring that down because we don't need it right there. We definitely want some reverb on this too. So we're gonna use the same thing. Roomworks. Sounds better. All right, so far so good. With this fill, let me add an instance of battery. Actually, nah. Reactor. So I want to use that. Is it the polyplex? Hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. Trying to do things a little bit different now because I feel that everybody kind of knows. People that watch these kind of videos, they already know the fundamentals of things, so they just want to see a workflow and stuff like that. So that's what I'm doing here. So. Let's see what we got there. Something like that. Something like that. Trying to get a cool little vibe thingy there or something. Not sure where this is gonna go, but yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Sounds kind of cool. So. Sure that goes there or not. I think it sounds better like that. So let's eliminate that. And this right here, I want to add a reverb as well. The reason why I keep using the same reverb is because you shouldn't be adding a whole bunch of different textures of reverb in a session in music. The reason why is because when you create music, you got to think of music as you're recording this band in this one room. So if you put the snares and you make it sound like it came from a cave, and then you put the kick and then make it sound like it came from a bedroom, and then the vocals sound like they're in the bathroom, that's physically impossible, like musically almost impossible, because you want to give them room, like reverb. It's like you kind of like trying to give the impression that this is live and you record everything in the same place, that's the theory of reverb. Not saying that you can't break the laws and do whatever you want to do it. I mean, if it sounds good at the end of the day, that's what matters. But you kind of want to stay around there. So this is why I'm using the same reverb. Some people call it reverb, whatever, the people from other countries, and it's reverb. So. Something like that. that off. So that's what I'm doing. Too much reverb at the end. So let's bring it down a bit. Get an EQ in there. Let's cut out that low end on the reverb, like 250, something like that. I think it's a bit too much. Cause the big effect, it's let's do a little mixing real quick. Just back over here. There you go. Let's bring in some white noise. Fab. There you go, right here. Where is the oscillator? There you go. I'm just touching everything to see what everything does. So all right. Bring an EQ in there. Pancake. Cool name for a panner, pancake. Tube maybe? Need to put some saturation in there. Probably you guys are waiting like, when is the drop? When are you gonna let the drop play? Okay. It's gonna sound like shit for now. bring those gains down. The other day I was making a tutorial and somebody had to comment on Facebook, "Hey man, you're clipping, blah blah." What am I? Shut up. You know, in the production, when you're like producing stuff and whatever, it's bound to happen. And that's why you keep bringing your gains down and stuff like that. It's amazing what a little EQing and compression and little plugin here and there will do. This plugin right here by Waves, what's the name? TGI 12345. Obviously, somebody couldn't think of anything more clever to name this board than TGI 12345. But it actually has that, really good sound. I'm not the guy to actually explain to you what sound that is, but I could say that when I hear something that I like, that's what I do, and I'm always open to trying new plugins and adding new stuff and whatever. So look for this, really cool. Transients under control. Sometimes when you're producing the transients and like those really crazy high ends, that crisp, they sound so good on your headphones and on your monitors in your studio. However, they will burn your ears really fast. So sometimes when you put a de-esser, you'll be like, oh, this is what we're supposed to be. Because remember, the longer you last producing and doing stuff, the more your ears begin to shut. So your hearing and your, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like your judgment as far as sound kind of goes away a bit. The more time that passes by, your judgment kind of like gets a little blurred. It's like staring at something for hours. Eventually, you're going to get used to it. You're not going to pay attention to nothing. So that's what it is. Okay, sounds pretty cool so far. Lead right here. Let me bounce something real quick. Bounce that lead. Assassin. I did a tutorial on that. The tutorial is previous to this one. It's about that track called Assassin. Lead drop. Stems. Yeah. Audio scheme. Channel name. Bring back to this place, and what are we? Instrument. Lead. What's the name of that thing? Laser lead. There you go. And there we have it. Put this right here. Duplicate this, and I want to mute it. I don't, never know. Might use it later. Right here. What's going on? And what I'm doing a ghost effect real quick so I could make that drop sound a little better. Bounce. One. There you go. The plugins, more Steinberg, reverb, this right here, process, reverse, and let's bring this over here. Call that Ghost. There you go. So if you guys couldn't hear what I just did, I did this. So that's what I did. feel like I need some movement. So, tremolo, but Melda Productions, multi-band tremolo. It's really cool right here. I like that because instead of using a regular panner, multi-band, you separate in 3 frequencies and send them on all over the left and right. So now you have a better movement, and it's just a regular simple panner. I think it gives a really cool effect. That's without it, and this is with it. I think it gives it a way better effect. Feel about that. So when it feels weird, don't do it. Let's put all this stuff in a folder so I can move things around a little bit easier. Like this. I should have put that kick in that bitch. Now it's gonna put it on the bottom. So I gotta bring it back up. There we go. So now we need to add another lead right there. Spire. It's actually my go-to plugin. They have a lot of cool banks for it. Pretty cool. We'll duplicate that. And we're going to duplicate that and we're going to add something else. Something a little more texture. Open up. Maybe a wobble. Yeah, I think a wobble will sound better. Massive monster sound. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, sound. I just thought of something really cool. So alright, so we're gonna use that right there. Duplicate that. Alright, so stabs, hit something, whatever, I don't care. Let's export that. Stabs, hit, where are you? Right here. Close that. I don't want to open a whole bunch of instances of Massive because it's a little sluggish. I mean, it's not sluggish. It could be many things. Whatever. The point is that I'd rather just have it on bounce like that, so my CPU won't be stretching it. Whatever. You understand what I'm trying to say? Bring this back out again, and let's look something out. That sounds cool. So let's bounce that as well. Bringing it back in. And let's look for another sound as we proceed. Sounds kind of cool. Yeah, that sounds kind of cool. Bringing the velocity to 100 and laser stabs, bounce that, laser stabs, and we got that in the project. Close that right there, hit save, name that massive just in case I want to use it again. And let's put this a different type of color because these are all stabs. Do some mixing. Send that to a group. Stabs. Groups. Go here. Okay. So, let me just fix this a bit. Stabs, leads, perks, next to kicks. There you go. So what I am going to do is I am going to sidechain the leads with those stabs that I just made. So let's open up a compressor here, sidechain it. No, bring this over here a little bit fast. And then I go to stabs, and I'll send the signal to that right there. And let's see how that sounds. Alright, so the last part, those leads need to disappear because I don't want to hear that shit. think it's this thing that's bothering me. That pop, 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 pop. Yeah. That sounds kind of funky. I think I might have to replace the whole drop situation with that right there, because that sounds really, really cool. Compared to the regular, which is this right here. That sounds kind of dope too. What that sounds like. So let's see what we got so far. Sounds really cool. I'm not 100% sure of where I want to go with this whole stabs and side chaining of the main thing. Because when the big drop comes in, it has a lot of energy. Of course, I still gotta do a couple of things right here on the build up and stuff like that. But it has a lot of energy right here, and when the change comes in, this pattern right here, I feel like I have to work on that a little bit. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I'm gonna make maybe like a 2 or 3 part of this. I'm probably gonna stop right here, and when I start messing with this track again, I'm gonna press record so I can show you guys the next process of what I want to do, and so on and so on. And then I'm gonna go through with the mixing and then the mastering. So if you guys are not if you guys you watching this video, just do me a favor, leave your comments below and see, if you give me some ideas as far as like where should I go with this, how should I maneuver this whole part right here where I'm doing all the side chaining and stuff like that. I will really appreciate it, guys. Real quick, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Please comment as well. Leave your comments below and your thoughts and all that stuff. Please share what you like and what you don't like. I would love to make these videos the best and most informative as possible. And if you're looking for some sort of ideas or whatever, I don't know, anything in your mind, just leave it in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to take away the out of my vocabulary, because I was watching the tutorial, and I must have counted like a whole bunch of ums. And that's one thing that I hate when I watch tutorials and the person just keeps saying the same word. So I'm trying to completely eliminate that hum part. So please bear with me, and I will try to do my best. However, guys, don't forget to check out the website, djmatt.com. Follow DEEJAYMAD on Instagram, Facebook, and all that crap. And don't forget to follow the My House, My Way podcast. I got a whole bunch of really cool episodes in there. It's completely free on iTunes. See what we got until we get out of here.